Alright, so, step one is probably like wake up, you know what I mean? And then, I don't know, drink some water. I would definitely like drink some water, like step one, do something like that. Just, I don't know. Well, yeah. So, if you want to do stuff like this, you gotta get like some equipment and all that good stuff. And people talk about like the selfie stick and all that good stuff, but right now I'm just holding a tripod. Like, I don't got no selfie stick. You don't need a selfie stick. You need a tripod more so. Cause you could do stuff like this, hold it out. You can do a lot with that. And that's just like I don't know. You get yourself a good tripod, you could do a lot with it. You can get both, yada yada, do what you need to do. But see, this isn't bad. You can get yourself a light. This light is awesome. We can talk about all that stuff later. Do all that stuff later. But even if you don't have a light, just turn the light off. You got natural light. Open your blinds. All that good stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. Get yourself a decent camera. And this is the Sony ZV-E10. And this John with the 16mm on that wide angle lens, you know what I mean? You can mess with the different settings and stuff, and it drops down to 1.4, which is crazy. So you want to put that back up. I don't know, this is not a camera tutorial right now. I'm just trying to, if you want to do stuff like this is what you need to do. Now, in order to get equipment, in order to get the things that you might need, I've been eating terribly. I'm eating terribly, like pretty bad, honestly. I know it's like not ideal to eat terribly because your health is like way more important than gear per se, but without the gear you can't really, you know what I mean? Can't really get cooking. So once you get your gear, then you could like start to work. You could start to like put in that work, you know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like, yo, I got the gear. It's time to put in work. Like, it's time to like edit. It's time to do a lot of stuff. It's time to get busy on another level. And I'm just at that level now where I could just get busy on another level. Now, I could have been at that level a long time ago if I stopped trying to include people in what I'm doing. And that's another thing. It's another like trap we fall into. We try to include, I want to talk about traps and stuff we fall into, but I don't know, trying to include everybody all the time. It's like people, do you want to include everybody in everything that you're doing? Probably not, because everybody's different. So everybody's gonna have a different perspective or way to go about it. It's just a lot to do sometimes. It's just too much to do. I'm kind of just rambling right now. But I've had a lot of help in a certain aspect, because I wouldn't be able to do much of any of this if I did it all by myself. By no means am I saying I did everything by myself, but everything that I do from now on, from this point, the actual work, the actual art, the actual execution of the plan it seems like it's gonna have to be by myself because nobody is really understanding the urgency of it. You will go broke trying to obtain gear and trying to obtain music equipment, microphones, cameras, recreational things like video game systems, like that are very good marketing tools, mind you. People don't really talk about that aspect of it, but everybody that I play the game with is super supportive of me doing something with my life. In contrast to people who kind of don't do anything. They kind of live in reality. They kind of live in, yo, you need to get a job. You need to get a car, da da da. You need to do this, that, and the third. It's like, yeah, you could do that, but if you didn't have to pay for a car, you could be rich if you saved all of that money. You could, in this time period that we live in now, you could like put out some content that actually produces something for you, that you own the rights to, this, that, and the third. Now, I'm not trying to go back into that. This is supposed to be free artist development. I'm trying to give like the first episode some stuff that I put in like pretty much all my videos, which is you can do this stuff. You just have to be consistent when the art part comes in. You need to be consistent with the art, and you need to like, get it out there in the first place. So you wake up, right? And this is the free artist development part coming back into play. You want to wake up, you want to drink some water, get something to eat, and that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna just wait for this to get boiling and all that good stuff. And you could see like what this could be if you didn't have like anything really. You could do this with a cell phone. You could get this part out with a cell phone. You could do all these things with a cell phone, yes. But is anybody paying attention to that? You know what I mean? Is anybody watching that? Is anybody like checking for that? Nobody's checking for your cell phone videos, bro. Like, sis, like nobody's checking for them Jones. I'm just saying that to be honest. Like, I'm not checking for them Jones, so I know other people aren't checking for them Jones. Like, you're not saying that you can't do it, but invest in some quality, invest in some type of budget, invest in a tripod that's made of some metal that's not gonna break in 2 days. Like, I've had this tripod for I don't know how long, and it's been sitting around, because I had to move, I had to do some stuff, I got off track. I got super off track, like 2-3 years off track of what I was doing. Even more than that, it's like 7 years off track of what I was actually doing, because I was trying to include people in my takeover. This is my takeover, and I'm taking over. Like, watch, just keep watching. Like, the free artist development, like, watch that takeover. Like, don't get me wrong, you need help, you need family, you need money, you need a job, you need about $2,000. Honestly, if you want to talk about some type of startup, if you want to talk about some type of get like this. But that's not a lot of money. That's a couple paychecks. If you were walking to work, if you didn't have a car, if you didn't have other responsibilities. Now, another thing is, I don't have any kids. I don't have any children. I don't have any. I'm just taking care of me. I'm only like kind of on some take care of myself type vibes. And a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people aren't built like that. There's also another thing to like get sober. Like, be sober. Don't spend money on drugs, bro. Just don't spend your money on drugs. Don't spend your money on alcohol. If you don't have it, even if you do have it, imagine how much money you would save if you weren't spending it, drinking it away. if you wasn't spending it doing like other things. And I talk about saving money. Look what I'm eating right now. This is my breakfast right now. And it's simply like that because I went and decided to get a camera. But I could be eating don't blow your money on food either when you don't need to. When you just don't need to like blow your money on food, you just don't. Like you need to fill your stomach enough so you're not distracted while you're working, and then go about it from there. People are like, what is he doing? Why is he breaking the joint? Cause that's what's gonna make it cook faster, da da da. I don't know what I'm doing. I normally don't break them. I normally set them in, but we're trying to get something done. We're trying to like be moving on to get the art done. So we're not really we're not really doing everything how it would 100% like to do it right now. But I don't know. I'm new to this. I'm new to this angle. I just decided to have an idea for artist development. Go do it. Go show it. Go put the work in. By actually putting the work in and actually doing what you need to do. So that's this part. I'm cooking up right now. I'm gonna cut to me eating or something in a second. And it's like that. It's just like that.